Greetings everyone. This is your girl LaSage coming in with day 27 of 28 days of self-care. I am so excited, so happy that I'm almost to completion, because for me this was a test for me. This is something, when you are seeking to apply certain things to your life, to show yourself, to feel that love for yourself, to tell yourself that you love yourself, to build yourself up, to do certain things, there are certain challenges that you have to face and certain challenges that you have to put yourself up to and overcome them so that you can build your own confidence. And so for me, these videos have been confidence building exercises. They have been, okay, can I still continue to put myself out there, put my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs, my things, my knowledge, everything that, well, really, I don't know nothing, honestly. I just regurgitate what I feel, what I've experienced, what I know, what's downloaded from higher self. Like, and who even knows that that's real? Who knows what's real? We don't know anything that's real, to be totally and completely frank here. However, my experience is real, and I'm sharing my real experience with you, my real connection with you. And for me to be vulnerable like that and do that, for me, that has been an overcoming moment, because social media, so easily we can post stuff on social media, and when we post these things, of course, like, most of us enjoy getting the likes and the loves and all of that good stuff. But what happens when you don't get them? How do you feel? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with not getting the attention or the accolades or whatever that you feel that you deserve? Whatever, are you okay with that? Because for me, I had to flip it from my own validation and what I'm looking for, what I'm seeking. I had to face that part of myself. Like, am I seeking validation? Or is this for me? Am I doing this for me, for my own soul purpose? Okay, my soul purpose. I seek to love and to heal. That's who I am. So I have to do that for myself first if I want to help others. I can't keep putting others before me and then expecting that I have the energy, because what happens is you experience burnout. You have to continue to give to yourself, and you have to validate your own self. You have to love your own self, and you have to be there and show up for your own self. We can't keep expecting other people to show up for us, to do things for us that we are not willing to do for ourselves. We cannot keep expecting that, other people fill our voids. We can't keep expecting that in relationships that our partner is supposed to do A, B, and C for us, but we're not willing to do A, B, and C for our own selves. But we're willing to do it for them. There has to come a point where 100% of what you are willing to do for another, you need to be willing to do for yourself. Okay? And if you're not willing to do it for yourself, then what are you doing? We have to get to a place where we are seeking truth within our own self and what is best for us. I have been seeking universal truths all this time, and all of that knowledge that soothes me, that does something for me. It makes me feel in control, in a sense. But when you realize that the more you know, the less you know, then it's like, what did I do? What am I learning all of this for? Okay, I'm raising my consciousness. I'm learning how to live spiritually in a material world, because I'm a spiritual being. I'm an energetic being, showing up, appearing as material. So how do I do both? How do I connect both? How do I respond? How do I act? Who am I? And who am I to that concept? And this is what self-love is about. It's about finding out who you are to this construct, this energy construct called life, this game. Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up as? Because guess what? I don't want to be put in a box. And yes, I come and I share wisdom, but I'm also human. Okay? And at the end of the day, fuck who you think I'm supposed to be. Who you think that people, how you think people are supposed to carry themselves, how you think people are supposed to act if they have certain wisdom or whatever like that. No. I know what I'm doing, and sometimes I don't. Okay? Sometimes I think I'm doing things for the right reasons, and then I realize that really I'm trying to fill a void. Innocently, I thought I was doing it for the right reasons, but when I look back, no, I wasn't. Now, I'm more aware of myself now. I'm more aware, and I'm able to, okay, when I do something, when I act a certain way, when I feel things, I'm able to go inside and say, okay, what was that about? You know, what are you doing right now? Why are you feeling this way? I am able to delay my response. I'm able to be patient with myself. I am able to sit there and actually process what's going on in that moment. That is a step up. But before, trying to sit here and process who? Process what? Look, this is how I am going to respond. This is how I have decided to respond. This is how I think I should respond. So this is what the response is going to be, not how I truly feel. And so this whole process has been me just learning myself, putting myself out there, accomplishing things, challenging myself to do things, making myself proud of myself. I can give a two fucks if anybody ever comes back and watches this video. I got today 27. Tomorrow I will be, if I'm still living, if I don't foresee anything happening in my future between now and tomorrow. But I did what I set out to do. And so yesterday I did a video on celebrating myself. And so celebrating yourself, celebrating myself, like, you make sure you celebrate yourself, you can graduate. So I'm out here and I'm enjoying, I'm at this nice little Mexican restaurant with my friend Krista. We hanging out, we good, we enjoying, and that's what's going on. Celebrating myself, celebrating, okay, just whatever it is that I feel that I need to do or that I want to do is what I'm going to do. And seeking validation for other people has been a challenge throughout my life. And when you have that challenge and you overcome it and you find ways to overcome that challenge, you're eager to share it. So me overcoming this, me showing myself that I've overcome it, because I like to, when I do something, I like to show myself, I like to prove to myself that I've overcome it. So I test myself, or the universe comes and knows me so well and tests me and gives me things, situations to apply. And I know that I have gotten to a certain level when without thinking about it, I'm not having an emotional, I'm not feeling a certain type of way about it. Like when I'm not angry about something that I used to be angry about in the past. When something doesn't mess with my patience like it used to before. When something that used to get me really excited doesn't get me that excited anymore. Whatever it is, like, you just know, you just expect life, you just expect things. But I expect great things. I expect goodness. I expect love, okay? That's what I expect, because I give that to myself, so I expect it from others. And if I'm not getting it from others, I'm not losing out, because I'm giving it to myself. But I also don't have to be and martyr myself, be in a situation where I'm not feeling loved, where I'm not feeling supported. So all of these things, I'm just learning all these insights about myself, and I'm so thankful and I'm grateful. But I have a lot of deep things that I would like to share, that I've been wanting to share on these videos, that I don't feel that it's time to share. There are certain things, everybody wants to be spiritual, everybody wants to learn things, but they're not ready for it. Because when you get so much information, it can be mentally, emotionally draining, spiritually, to know yourself, to know who you are, to be conscious of who you are, and to be conscious of the lowest depths that you can go and the highest depths that you can go. It can be extremely challenging to deal with, because most of everybody around you is not on that level. Most of everybody around you is in the material. They're trying to get from one step to the next. They're not detaching from anything. They're trying to have all these ideals that society has set out in front of them. So when you see that this is all an illusion, this is all somebody's creation, and you don't want to be a part of it anymore, you find yourself isolated, and you find yourself like going through some things, and you're like, hold on, like, what's going on? You know, you find yourself going through the dark night of the soul. But you have to come to this place where you see both sides. So first, before you go seeking knowledge, and before you go seeking to know yourself and know things and all of that, be sure that you are willing to do the work that it takes to continue on. Because awakening is not some easy peasy task. It's not some, everything's not going to be perfect. And when things around you, the fruit around you is looking crazy and looking hazy and looking, you know, like it's getting old, or something's going on, and you know that other people are going to judge it this way, but you know what's really going on, that can be hard too. And for me, my biggest challenge was, like I said, what other people would say about me, how other people would think about what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm saying. I grew up this way. They're going to disown me. I don't want them to disown me when they find out that I'm not a Christian, when I'm not this. So at what point do you awaken? Do you realize that, listen, I still want to be me, but I want to be awakened. Are you ready? And if you're ready, then you got to learn to love yourself in all parts of who you are, and accept all parts of who you are. And you're going to find out some deep and dirty things about yourself. And I mean, everybody has it. Everybody has something. Okay? Everybody. When you dig deep and you see, you need to be able to be willing to go through the process of getting through that and accepting and loving yourself. If you're not ready for that, don't even open up the door. Stay with your blinders on, okay? Keep them on, because it's not an easy task. It's not, okay? And so the things that I've wanted to share, I've shared a little bit, like very tiny on the surface, but I don't feel like, I just don't feel like certain people will be ready for that. I feel like that it will be too much, especially knowing what I have had to go through and apply the process. It's a joyful experience to be able to, it is peace, okay? But in order to get to that peace, okay, it's going to take some going through some things, to opening up some eyes, to losing some, to be losing to relationships and things like that. It's going to take some stuff. So the question is, are you ready for it? All right.